61's Mikey and the Mrs. Show.
Well, it's a wake-up Wednesday. You know what that means? It's time to gather around the family, friends, neighbors, in-laws, but only the ones you like, and play the game that's sweeping the nation! Drunk, high, or crazy! In the studio, we have our friend Heather.
Hey.
We also have Bonnie.
That's right.
And then there's me. My name is Mikey, but that doesn't matter. You know how this works. I tell you a completely real news story, and then, by the end of the story, you must decide whether the subject was drunk, high, or crazy. Is everybody ready to play?
Yes.
Ready.
All right, here we go with the story.
Woohoo!
It was a routine flight from Miami to Washington, D.C. People were enjoying their minuscule cups of soda and overpriced pretzels. For the first hour, everything was pretty much fine, but then something changed.
Uh-oh.
A man leapt up from his seat and yelled something I can't say on the radio. But it was slang for someone who enjoys romantic congress with mothers.
Whoa. What? I did not see that coming.
Neither did anyone else. He began walking up and down the aisle, pacing nervously as if he was looking for something. He would then stop, stare at an overhead bin, and then said he needed to pee. He headed back to the lavatory and tried to open the door. The door was locked, so he just tried harder and broke the doorknob right off, making the door fly open and exposing someone who was sitting on the toilet.
Aww.
The man, realizing that the restroom was occupado, then did his best to close the door, and he began to run as fast as he could up and down the aisle. While flight attendants tried to get him to sit down, the man seemed completely unfazed by their commands. He would stop, turn to face a passenger, and then challenge them to a staring contest. The passenger would blink, he would announce that he won, and then he'd move on to the next person. A short while later, the man was seen touching everyone on the head. Apparently, he was going up and down playing Duck, Duck, Goose, and no one wanted to play along.
Correction, it's Duck, Duck, Gray Duck.
Oh, where you're from?
Yes.
Well, that's new. The man got tired and then laid down on the floor. When a female flight attendant told him to get into his seat, the man jumped up from the floor and gave the flight attendant what is known on the playground as a purple nurple.
Aww.
The flight attendant was not amused.
Wow.
And neither was the rest of the staff, who then tackled him and handcuffed him.
Wow.
The man continued to scream obscenities as loud as he could until they finally landed. When he was arrested, the man did not have a recollection of what he had done. When it was explained to him all the weird stuff he was doing, he said, quote, "Yeah, that sounds like me, sorry."
What?
Oh. This is a normal day for him.
This is just a Tuesday for him. What we do know is this. Flight attendants should definitely have tasers. But what we don't know is what made this guy fly the unfriendly skies in the first place. Was this bad attitude at a high altitude? Drunk, high, or crazy?
Oh, my goodness. Poor other riders.
Everyone on the plane.
And no escape.
No,
You
you
are
can't go
stuck.
anywhere.
Yes.
I'm going to say drunk.
Going with drunk.
I am.
All right. Had too many of those little single-serving bottles on the flight.
That is typically when you lose your memory.
Sure.
Is after you've been drunk.
Okay.
I've heard.
I've heard.
I'm kind of torn between high or crazy.
Okay.
It could be either.
All right.
But I feel like he's pretty, in touch with his, awkward behavior. So I'm going to go with high. This happens routinely for him.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So one of you says drunk, one of you says high, one of you is right.
Ooh.
The fact of the matter is, the man who was on the airplane tried to play Duck, Duck, Gray Goose?
Duck, duck, gray duck.
Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. Where are you from?
Minnesota.
Holy baloney.
You've never heard this before?
No.
You guys have been playing
Michiganders aren't crazy.
Wow.
And was challenging people to a staring contest and broke the door to a lavatory was in fact high.
Wow, you got it! I am not winning these days.
He had dropped some acid during his layover.
Oh, wow.
And
that
it-
was a good decision.
Not a good decision. And it kicked in about an hour into the flight.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he has a long history of this.
Oh, my goodness.
He has not
Like
learned.
you said, it's just another Tuesday.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, hey, kids. If you're going to be on an airplane, you might
Don't-
as well just bring a Kindle.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
drop acid.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
drop acid, you
No.
guys.
Find
Otherwise,
something else to do on your layover.
exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to wind up on an episode of Drunk, High, or Crazy.
The Mikey and the Mrs. Show on today's hit music.
B92.1.